I'm a really awkward person. And
we both are.
Yeah, before leaps, we wouldn't have been able to sit down here and speak.
We were looking at students who didn't really participate in other things within the school.
Kids that have a lot of problems with self-esteem, self-confidence.
You get chosen to do it, and we were lucky enough to get chosen for it.
We get the students to fill out some information about themselves just with their interests, and then we go into the law firm and then they will say, oh, we've got someone who loves doing that type of stuff as well, and we match them that way.
I remember the first time we went off for leaps, we meet in the playground, we all get our blazers on, and then as soon as you're on the train, it's like, oh wow, this is happening.
Some kids have never caught a train without their parents before. Some kids have never even been to the city before.
You step off the train and then there's obviously lots of people. When you get to the building, you're like, wow, big, going up in the lift. It was really nerve-wracking.
There was this moment right before we walked into the hall where I got a bit nervous.
My mentor, she's obviously quite successful and she's like a grown adult, and I was just a 15-year-old. I was scared, I didn't know what to expect.
They come from a different generation to me, which is sort of scary to think about.
But then we started talking and then it was just hit it off straight away.
That was really surprising.
Talk about how they're feeling about a certain situation or how they would overcome a challenge in their life.
You're going through that stage of your life where it's you're very anxious about school and your friends and everything, and you need someone to guide you.
It really helped me open up about things that I wouldn't necessarily talk to my mum about, or someone at school.
It feels like a great honour to have someone's trust in you.
We get to be seen as a real person,
Yeah.
Not just a kid.
Yeah.
For my mentee, she really wanted to work on her confidence, and in particular being able to speak in front of an audience. So we discussed strategies towards this, how I dealt with similar confidence issues in the past, and to my delight, a couple of sessions in, she put her hand up and answered a question.
I saw a lot of personal growth in myself.
That's what it's all about, improving self-confidence, self-esteem, and social skills, public speaking, communication skills. The graduation, which is unbelievable. It's a proud moment actually for us all. You get that feedback from parents and from the lawyers themselves about, from the time I had them from the first session to the last, how much they've changed.
At the end of last year, we were having a little party for the LEAP students who had just finished, and it was just during that party that the students came up with the idea.
We're talking about leaps, and it was just I understand that I myself have improved, but how do I use it to help someone else? It was how about we give mentor? And it was just snapped out of thin air, and then I was wait a minute, this could actually work.
I said, what would we call it? And a minute later they said, we'll call it, we've got leaps, what do we call it? Jumps, And I said, all right, what does JUMP stand for?
Juniors Understanding and Mentoring Primary Students.
Me and the principal just looking at each other going, what's going on here?
Our former LEAP students are mentoring Year 5 students from 3 local primary schools.
They've gone from just, the floaters at the school to now being leaders of the school, which is unreal. Been a teacher for 30 years, 26 at this school. This is easily the best program I've ever been involved with.